Hey guys, welcome back to the Sex Talk. Today I wanted to talk to you about ethical non-monogamy in dating. You may already know that talking about non-monogamy is one of my favorite things in the world, and in fact I believe that even if we want to be monogamous, having open, honest talks about non-monogamy can be very healthy. So today I want to talk to you about how we can embrace the rules of ethical non-monogamy in dating so that we can experience a more productive, effective, fun, less anxiety provoking, less angsty, and just have more fun around dating, because I feel like we live in a culture where there's a lot of ambiguity around dating and people feel very uncomfortable dating. People feel worried often or anxious because the rules are so vague, and they've gone on several dates with someone and they haven't heard from them and they're wondering what gives. Or they've gone on several dates with someone and there's a lot of communication going on, but they haven't had the talk about commitment. And so I wanted to just kind of go over the rules of ethical non-monogamy and see how we can use them in dating, because essentially dating in our society is a form of non-monogamy, especially today. So back in the day when, people would court someone, they would court someone for a period of time before asking them to go steady or to be their girlfriend or boyfriend. Obviously, those days are way, way behind us. And so what we see a lot of now with dating apps, Tinder, Grindr, all of these, Bumble, all of these apps I can't even keep track of, but there's so many apps and there's so many options, which obviously I'm a person that thinks that having options is great. But I think what's happening is it's giving us so much options, but it's also creating this situation in which we don't have to be accountable for our behavior. So what I'm hearing a lot from people is, well, I'm not ready to commit. I don't want to be in a relationship. And then what that's followed up with is really vague communication. They may go on 4, 5, 10, even 20 dates with someone under the guise of, I'm not ready for a commitment. And that sort of admonishes them of any accountability, which I think is a big problem, because you're in a relationship with someone, even if you don't want to be monogamous with them, even if you just want to keep it kind of loose and casual without a lot of checking in, without a lot of strings, without a lot of, all the feelings that come with being in like a committed relationship, which whether it be monogamous or non-monogamous, such as jealousy, having to talk about our emotions, God forbid. So I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the rules that we can employ to hold ourselves accountable and still be ethically non-monogamous, still be ethically non-committed, still be ethically not in a relationship while we're dating, because it's absolutely doable. So number one, getting clear with yourself about what you want. Now, I don't want to say that you have to know what you want, because a lot of people are out there in the dating pool and they know what they want when they feel it. They can sense it. And sometimes they'll give a person 5, 10, several tries before they can make a decision. But what's happening in that process is you are developing a relationship with that person. So even if you don't know what you want, even if you don't know where this is going, be clear about your intentions. You don't have to have these heavy, deep emotional talks with someone if you don't want to. But it is fair to let that person know where you are. And just saying it once is not good enough. For example, I'll hear a lot of times, well, I told them that I wasn't interested in doing a long-term thing, or I told them I was not interested in a commitment. Well, I told them, they know where I'm coming from, yet at this point you've had 8 dates with them, you're sleeping with them, having full-on sex with them, and you only mentioned that at the first date, at the very first time you decided to sleep with them, or have some sort of sexual relation with them. That was the first time you said it, and the only time you said it. And that's where the downfall is, because now a lot has changed. So your partner is going to be doing a lot of assuming. And that's where we fall into these traps. That's where these ambiguity come from. And I'm coming from a place of mental health. I'm coming from a place where people sit in my office and they are struggling, and it is affecting their mental health so deeply that we've got to come up with a solution for this. And my solution is just be honest. Just be straight up. Don't operate from a don't ask, don't tell. It's really harmful. We all know that what happened in the military when their whole concept was don't ask, don't tell about being gay in the military. It's really harmful to have to hide and have to feel like you can't have open conversations about what you're doing in life. And so letting someone know, even after the 8th date or the 8th time that you're sleeping together, like, hey, I'm still in the same place. I'm still not ready for a commitment. I'm really enjoying what's happening here. End of story. Like, you don't have to get too much into it. If they ask for questions, if they ask for answers and, and they have questions, that's okay. We as mature adults that are actively involved in dating and having sexual relations with each other, we should be able to be okay with people asking us questions about what we're doing with them. So the bottom line of this video is just be honest and communicate often. If you are seeing someone on a regular basis, let them know where you're at every time you see them. Hey, just a reminder, I'm still dating around. I have a few other partners. Just want to be 100% clear with you. Obviously, everything is a negotiation. That person might say, well, we have to have safe sex then. Fine. If you're avoiding having these honest conversations because you don't want to practice safe sex, that is harmful to somebody else. That's also harmful to you. So just be straight up. The other thing I was going to say, shoot, I forgot. The other thing I want to say is, if you don't want to continue dating someone, letting them know. I'm so tired of having people appear in my office and they've been ghosted. They've been ghosted and they have no idea what happened. And it causes so much distress. Period. It is not okay to ghost, period. It is totally harmful to ourselves as people who need to be accountable for our behaviors. It's harmful to the people that we do it to. It's harmful to society as a whole. So let's start to change the narrative, and let's start having honest conversations about who we're sleeping with ourselves, obviously. You don't have to tell your partner who you're dating. So number 3, you don't have to tell your partner who you're dating, but it's good to be honest that you are dating numerous people. And even if you're not, you can say, hey, I'm not ready for a commitment. I'm not seeing anyone else right now. I like what's happening here, but I'm just not ready. And that's all it takes. Then the other person can make an informed decision. And it's really this episode is really about empowering yourself to be accountable for your behavior to the people that you're seeing, that you're sleeping with, even if it's 1 date, even if it's 10 dates. To empower them, to not live in a space of ambiguity, to be able to make informed choices and decisions, and to be able to move on if they need to, or make a decision to stay if that's what they choose to. But being consistent about your communication is key. And the last reason we do this is because we need to make a change in society. And I know you guys are with me on this, because I know that a lot of people are out there struggling with dating, and we need to make a change and start treating dating as what it really is. Dating is a form of non-monogamy, and we can be ethical about it. And